was at a party not long ago and I met somebody that was a twin, and we're talking about what that's like. And I said, "Do you ever have any of those moments where you feel a kind of connection that is kind of unexplainable?" And he talked about his twin was across the country and had an injury or something, and he woke up in the middle of the night, like that same. He didn't know, but he woke up and like something's off. And I was like, "Wow, that is fascinating." Do you guys have things like that?
We've done it 3 times. Yeah, we were on Unsolved Mysteries back in the day. They did
Oh, I love.
they did Unsolved Mysteries. Okay, so the first time, okay, so our first job at 16 was at McDonald's. So we were at McDonald's.
You and Kamala Harris. It's all the rage now to have a job. I'm Burger King, so apparently I'm not in the cool group, but whatever.
So I was working, he was off that day, and you have to cut the tops off the boxes of the straws and the lids and all that stuff. So I was cutting them and shoot right into my finger, which is this same damn finger. I just cut this today, so it's weird. Anyway, but I cut right into my finger, and so they called my mom and they were like, "Listen, Gary, he cut himself," and they told her that I'd cut my hand. And we were going to the hospital. I was like, "Mom, it's not his hand. It is his finger, and it is this." And he knew the finger. I was dying. So then our mom and him walked into the emergency room, and I was all bandaged up and stitched up, and it was the finger. And so when my mom saw the finger, she just kind of looked like really weird. Thought we were like aliens. Like we were Twilight Zone twins. So that was the first time. The second time, it's always me. When I get hurt, he feels it. So I could be laying in a ditch, and he'd never know. But I
it only works one way. It only works one way.
The second time we were getting gas, I went in to pay for the gas. When I came out, my ankle twist on the curb, stepping down the curb. When I got to the car, hop into the car, he had my shoe off and the same damn foot I had just done. That was the second time. This is the Unsolved Mysteries one. Okay, so we were in New York.
You're building up to the best one?
Yeah, this is the best one. The last
time
we've done it like 20 years ago, knock on wood. Okay, so we were in New York, and I had been like running like a low fever, didn't really know what was going on, but I had like a really bad like toothache. And so I went to the dentist, and the dentist said there's an abscess on the tooth, and this is really serious. We have to pull the tooth. And so I was like, okay. So then I had to go back in the lobby to try to tell him. And I'm about to pass out. I'm just my tooth head back. And so I go tell the dentist, I was like, my brother's out there, but he's in like a lot of pain. And so then they were like, okay, we're going to give you your shots. They yanked my tooth out, but while they had me under, they went out there and gave him a shot because his mouth was hurting. So he got the Novocaine shot, but didn't get a tooth pulled just because he had the pain. And there was one more. So we did a show called The Truth About Food. So we went over to London, and we were on the Isle of Wight, and it was me and Gary were the American twins. They had German twins, Japanese twins, but they split us. So when we got there, all of the younger twins were in one team, and all of the older twins were on the other team. So they split us, and they made us do all this crazy shit. We'd have to eat like carbs, and they would eat protein, and then they'd make us run 40 miles and see which twins died. Crazy stuff to see how you react. So we're on this bike ride, and I was like, I go to the producers, I was like, I want to talk to my brother. I was like, something's wrong with my brother. And they're like, oh, no, he's fine. You're fine. You're fine. So I was like, I want to talk to my brother now. I had passed out like from the high elevation. Passed out, and they couldn't get me to come to. And I knew it was wrong. I was like, something's wrong with my brother, and I'll end the show right now. I want to talk to my brother. And I knew something was wrong with him. So that was another time we did it. And the other times, like if we've been on game shows and stuff, and they separate us for like we did a show called Set for Life. And they put him in the back. You know, like if you're doing the show, like The Wall, how they make one go in the back, the other one plays the game. So they did that on the show called Set for Life with Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel was just making me randomly pick numbers. 30 like random ass numbers. And he was in the back, and they'd say, what number is your brother going to pick next? And he'd say 8, and then 8 would light up because I picked 8. They thought we were cheating. So we did like 6 or 7 numbers right in a row. And I was like, it's random because he doesn't know. They came back and looked for microphones. They thought we were communicating with each other.
They're like doing an anal probe. Do you have a bug? What's going on?
Right. Exactly. So we've had fun with it. The twinship has definitely been a blessing for us.